I'd be lying if I said it didn't cheer me up, so I'm gonna keep at it. It's Lord knows when this is airing, what this is airing on, blah blah blah. Y'all along for the ride though. Maybe I should stream. Maybe I'll stream some of this one day, not today. I got stuff to do. I do not have stuff to do. Put the lentils away. Are my carrots done? I'm carrying so much. You need to build another box. Anyway, welcome back. Welcome back to... I ain't got no more. I can put them all somewhere. Welcome back to whatever this game is called. Graveyard Keeper. Shout out to you for watching. Please hit the like button. I really would appreciate it if you could hit the like button. I need to make more white stuff because I'm low on white stuff. So I'm carrying this dagger. It's these nails. Let's deal with these nails and let's go make this money. It's church day. One of the early things you do in the game is you actually, I showed you the graveyard last time. So there's a graveyard. You have to do the thing with bodies. But then you actually have to start doing church, which is another, like, I know how some Americans didn't make this game because we're cowardly about putting religion in video games. Anyway, like real religion. Point being, so I run a church, which is hilarious. You get to craft your own prayers, you know, which give you different buffs during the week depending on your success rate, you know, like how much, I guess, the gods respond to your prayers. Just a pretty sweet mechanic when you think about it. And in return, you get this, which is faith, you know, that's what that is, and it's used for a whole bunch of stuff. It's an item. You also get donations. It's a whole big thing. Anyway, there's only one holy day, you know, there's only one holy high day, and you only get to do your sermon once a day. So, if you miss it early on in the game, it's kind of a big deal, because there's, like, you need faith pretty badly at this point. I'm good. So I can kind of screw around. You can also do it late, like, you got the whole day. Not the whole day. Eventually it'll be like, it's too late, but... generally speaking, I just wanted to do the thing. Alright, so I got room for one more table. And barrels. 2 more barrels. Heck yeah. And that's it, yeah? Okay. Alright. Fully upgraded. Look at me go. I even did it on camera. Nice. Nice. It's been not ceaseless, non-stop. I've been playing this game. Tons of fun. So it's nice that it's coming together. Yeah, you make the stars, like I said, you make the stars and then you can put on the different shows, but now I'm out of stuff to upgrade, which is a bummer, but it's bound to happen. Also, the stuff up there is quest related, but we'll talk about that. Probably won't, because I don't think I'm going to have a chance to do any of those. Alright, now we got to get back and we got to do church! You should be touching that like button, honestly. If you ain't touched that like button, I don't know what we're doing here. Yeah, baby, let's go to church. Take me to church. So you craft your prayers, and then that affects how much faith and everything else you get back. But, obviously, that's kind of moot for me, since I'm sitting on like 100-something faith. The cool thing about these tunnels, as you connect everything of import in the game, they connect your church, they connect your house, they connect the, like they did a really good job designing that. So you can put the candles up to actually increase and look at the effects, right? It's really good looking, it's like a very simple application of 2D, 3D, with 3D effects on it, but they're doing such a great job with all of it, and it always runs at a silky smooth. Every now and again it does crash, I will admit. Every now and again it crashes, and it's kind of a bummer. And I hope that by, calling it out, I'm not, inviting calamity, but... Let us have a little church. What are we gonna do? Donations, faith. Do we still have shoots and roots for another hour? Let's just up the shoots and roots. It doesn't change the words. It'd be pretty cool if it changed the words, but it does, in fact, give you different buffs. Our church is great. Nice, nice. And now let us pray for this blessing. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Your donations are welcome. Great sermon, great sermon. 11 out of 10. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. It's such a cool game. So, thank you. Yes, indeed. Very successful. Greetings. Alright, now we put the... it's like, it sucks, though, because, there are quality, the reason you can tell it's not Stardew Valley, like a thing that Stardew Valley does very good, is the quality system. Like when something is a particular quality, you can still use it in other capacities. I'm supposed to be making a book. Oh, these are the things I just learned. +4 for one of those. Needs a book. I need way more marble for that. That's a necessary evil. None of this is a necessary evil. You never stop getting bodies. I mean, you can stop the flow of bodies, if you don't pay up the carrot, fee, but generally speaking, let's go in the caves, man. Like I ain't been down in the caves in forever. I need to get gold. One of the things, so where are we at here on carrots? Ooh, only 25. That's actually kind of low. Let's start a new carrot harvest. I'm not gonna later. I did things out of order. I did some of the stuff in the game out of order, so there are a lot of things going on that I'm just like crushing, like I'm just needlessly making, or I have to, so like when I desperately needed crops, like when like I did it the struggle way rather than the hard way. Yeah, and look at that, I already got 45 of them and 25 of those. So now I'm at the part of the game where it's like, and you need to provide, and it's like, I have so much more than is necessary to provide. Did I turn the mic and everything back on? I'd be pissed off if it didn't sound right. No, I did alright. Carrots. Alright, so carrot it up, and then we're just gonna drop the rest of the stuff off in the house, which is not something we ever do, but we got an audience. What are you waiting on? Nails? To install all the nails? I bet I should put the nails. I should probably put the nails back. I made all that filch. Well, he's trying to anyway, so let's put another trunk down. And we learned, well, I hope we learned our lesson, but we probably didn't. The placement system is a little weird, but as someone who has, like, I would not be able to develop one. I am not going to sit here and say I would do better, so what they have accomplished, like, with the way the gameplay works, I am just proud as hell. Like, that's amazing. That being said, from a player perspective, it is at times a little jank and weird, but again, you learn to deal with it. Like, situations like this arise where, like, you can't, like, I can't get through here anymore, and that sucks so bad. But to fix it would be so much, like, tearing stuff down and rearranging everything to do that. Plus, like, frequently, like, I pick this guy up instead of doing the crafting. It can be very, very, very... But again, the alternative is that this doesn't work, and this works so seamlessly that it's like, who cares? Anyway, the developers of this game... I looked into them because I was like, this game is way old too. Like, this game is super old. Like, it's like 2016 or 20, like, it's shortly after Stardew, obviously. I don't know if it was developed because Stardew was also in development for a very long time, I guess. Anyway, they did make another game, since this, but it is basically a League of Legends, specifically whatever the Timu people are, like the Bandle Scouts. I can't believe I remember that. I've been so much. I've been playing LOL, but I've been working on Fightabase, and that requires me to pay a lot of attention to what is it called, 2xKO. Let's just put it. Well, how much do I have room? My kitchen used to be so bad in terms of like inventory because I was just storing everything. It's like, ooh, cooking is so fun. You don't have a lot of honey. I have enough honey. I'll be fine. I am so invincible at this point. Oh, maybe I'll die, and that would be fun for the audience, right? I don't need this. I don't need this. I need this. I need this. You're definitely going to get more bat wings. We'll keep the apple, because that's got energy. And do we have any other foods that we should bring with us in case we need energy? We could actually eat those onions, so let's bring the onions. Alright. The inventory situation comes to a head so violently in the dungeon, and you will see why. But I desperately need, what are my tool statuses? I haven't fixed my tools in so long. Once you have them, you never have to use your, like the zombies, you never have to use your tools, so when you do finally break your tools, it's like, aw, dang it. Right, I had to do this, had to build a whole thing for a guy. So I think it was like 6 is when they started popping up. What this is a weird approximation of the mines from Stardew Valley. They are not randomly generated, you know, they are not, it's just a weird dungeon that's down here. And the combat in the game works kinda jank, so that's why it's not a real relevant part of the experience, but the thing is, you have to, yeah, there we go. Bam. So, I'm pretty good at, you know, action type of games, so I was able to get my hands around the comedy. It is the comedy. The combat pretty easily. Even so, it's very difficult, and as a result, you have to just come back that, like, you just have to do this a lot, and it's not, like, again, the Stardew one is randomized, it does some other elements to, like, keep it interesting. This is just, you come down here and slog through some enemies that are cheating. And then come back and do, I went down the wrong thing, dang it. Right, like, you're also really slow down here. There's a potion you can make, oh no, that was the way out, thank goodness. Like I said, I remember going to these floors, and there were the veins, you know, the tink veins. So the point is, you have to kill. Oh, I got this one. Okay. I didn't have the power, the ability. You have to unlock the technology to, you know, do tink veins. I don't know why I'm calling them tink veins, but you get it. Oh, I should have brought those potions. You should have done so many things, but you're on camera now. Let's do it. It's just a weird dungeon that's down here. The first time I played the game, which this is my second time playing it, so I'm kind of like the unthreatened lord and master of it in terms of like figuring stuff out. It's just not true, because I definitely boned some stuff pretty hard. Anyway, the first time through, I had, I was like, there must be some, like this must be the whole game down here. Wait, healing potions right off the rip. That never happens. You guys, shout out to you guys for watching. Please hit the like button. Pretty please. Maybe I'll get more healing potions. Listen, they all cheating, so you just kind of gotta. There are a myriad of that one probably hit me. Oh my god, I haven't taken any damage. This spider sucks. Oh, I've taken no damage. I'm so strong. Y'all can't mess with me. Okay. Are those? Can you get those? There is a spider web option, but it's just like a drop from the spiders. There's no way. Yeah. So that's the worst part. You have to kill everything on the floor to do it. And sometimes if you have made poor, like if you don't know the layout, that could be a long walk of nothing because you've killed everything except the one enemy you forgot to kill. And that's for every floor. That's how every single floor works. So now, like, you know, I guess maybe they thought people were going to spend more time, like, per floor, you know, like they were going to agonize over navigating one particular floor versus another, but now, until I got to this stage of the game where I need to come down here for the ore and stuff, like, I can't even think of any reason to visit previous floors. I mean, they've had me you know, it'd be different if there were still enemies left. I might go down there and be like, oh, right, I didn't kill the whatever. But no, they're going to make me murder every single one of these enemies, so if I do come back down here... Alright, so... I also couldn't really do... Alright. Couldn't really do alchemy. Death powder, sweet. I actually needed that. I also needed blue jelly. Oh god. Alright. Yeah, I couldn't get something. You did. Bloody nails! Oh, of course I'm tired. Finally came down here. Well, you should have planned it better. Should have gone to bed before you started. No, I'm just gonna have to bleed. Got a new body. Hey, that's what's good. Like, you know, the donkey is still dropping off bodies for me. So you kinda just gotta make the choice, you know, do you want to keep going down here? The first time I played through the game, I was really committed to this dungeon life. But you really don't get a lot of benefit from doing the dungeon, like, until much later in the game, like, and then you probably don't, like, because of the way the inventory works, coming down here is also to a detriment, because you either leave a bunch of stuff behind that later on you're like, oh, dang, I do wish I had had all that powder, or you get killed, which is not very hazardous in this game. I think they just, like, send you back, but the game is also very modular. I'm not sure how many of these things are DLC and how many of these things are in the main game, because, you know, if you saw the title screen in the previous recording, it doesn't, like, it lists all the DLC you have installed, and then things just happen to you in the game. It never really says this is part of the main quest, or not part of the main quest. Ooh, that's a new one. And I've theoretically faced all these terrorists, well, maybe not all of them. Just got shot real good. But again, I'm real strong, and I don't know what that is. Wheat seeds. Okay. Black jelly. Black jelly. Sometimes these shells have stuff on them. I mean, I got some gold dust. That's what I needed. There's, like... I'm also not sure if it's, you know, like, because of the finite nature of the dungeons. Like, once you empty them out, is that just it? But maybe there's something on a later dungeon that's, like, more regenerative or replenitive or something. You know, because, again, you kill all the enemies. That's it for blue jelly. You know what I mean? You're not getting any more blue jelly. The music is also very repetitive down here. Like, for the task. I'm just dying now because I'm so tired. Okay. Like, just dying for walking. You know what, I got the, y'all saw the dungeon. I did the dungeon. It's not that fun. Like, comparatively to the rest of the game, you know, the game is really cool. This part, not, meh. But it is part of the main quest, and I think I gotta do it before I can unlock something else I have to do. But anyway, that'll be a time for another episode. You guys can watch me be boring again. I think I'm gonna write a book this episode, so meh. What are you doing? Work on beer! What are you doing? You're working I didn't grab the apples because I was like, I'm gonna go to the dungeon, so we should go drop off all the powders. Do 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 do. Hit the like button to keep me from singing. If you please, leave me a comment if you want me to sing more. I don't know. Some of the YouTubers I know do sing a lot. I mean, it's, a perfectly human thing to just, like, idly sing, especially in a situation like this where there might be music playing along with you, or you're in a weird environment where you gotta make a lot of noise to keep yourself from going insane. I did bring all that metal scrap out. I do not need metal scrap. Alright. I did get death powder. Zaire's death powder. It is not the healing potion. I don't know what it is then. What is it? What is it? What do you want? Alright, so to make a book, we probably need that thing, right? So I needed a Silver Star book too, right? Silver Star book. Alright, so Silver Star book requires... It takes so long to understand this, but I fully understand it now, so it's fine. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just dumb, but it took me very long to understand what this crazy chart means. The point is, if you want to specifically make Silver Star, you gotta make sure you do certain things at certain ratings to change your percentages, because if you're too good, you just always make the Gold Star, and if you just do whatever, you get the crap tier. So sometimes the percentages are right on the mark, and it's like, whatever. Anyway, let's start making a book. So we need a bronze hardcover. Let's go. I'm dying of sleep. Dying of not being asleep. Let's go sleep first, and then when we wake up and write a book! Did you know I wrote a book? I haven't talked about it in a while. You! Make my wine! See how he's like gone, because he's running delivery. You get it. Y'all been watching. I don't need to explain this crap anymore. And if I do, you need to leave me a comment so I know. Hit the like button and leave me a comment so I know that you are clueless on how this game works, because I think it's pretty simple to get, but if you want more of it, if that'll help drive the point home, that's great. That'll be great incentive for me to keep playing. But we're not going to go too much further right now, because my spine is like, hey, you're an idiot. Anyway. I put it over here, so this apple, look at all this dumb stuff in my inventory. We're gonna go make gold! Do I need anything I put in here back? No. Okay. Why aren't we making cakes? Cakes! Because we need dough, as per always. Dough! Pastry dough requires more flour, which requires more wheat. You should take a Tylenol and put your ice pack on. I don't need all that wheat. Again, stuff. But you know what else? I don't know how long they've continued to update this game. Stardew Valley is still being updated. It came out before this, and it continues to be updated even after this game has, been retired by its developer. Or I guess, they're not working on it anymore. So who knows at the time of release, like when they were in parody, how similar the games were, because I know Stardew itself has gone through a lot of changes over the years. But that being said, there's no like it's so much in its current state. It's a lot better than this anyway. This is still a really fun game because the subject matter is very interesting to me for that standpoint, and also the gameplay loop is just so fascinating to me. I just love being able to tell these guys, okay, so we finally need to make some gold darn bricks. I was looking in the right place, I just didn't do it because I've never gotten to do it before. Gold bricks! Alright, now we're doing gold bricks. I guess we should deal with some bodies because we're always dealing with bodies. Do we have any billets? Some Chauncey billets. You. Did you just drop somebody just dropped marble here? That's crazy. But I guess, yeah, it still doesn't work. It's weird. Some things, you can. I understand. I'm working on billets. You need billets to burn bodies. It's weird how everything works together, like what you do and don't need. But yeah, you need the billets. Specifically that cut. There's like 6 different cuts of woods. I mean, most of these games have different cuts of wood, you know, like they just do it, but this game is very, like, it has a lot of different cuts of wood, and each one has a very specific application. And you can't, like, cross-cut a lot of times. You have to just, like, deal with it. Alright, now. But I think I got some body dealing with stuff over there. Look at that, my inventory looks pretty good. I still got room. I still got stuff in my inventory. It's gotta go. So we're gonna put. What do you got? Nothing. Alright. Deal with it in a minute. Wait, I made it at the chest. It's been a long day. It's been a very long day. Was that this episode? I don't know. You don't know. Right, them diamonds are for something. I don't remember what. Oh, you putting my marble in here? I'll take it. Thank you. Did you make more marble, sir? I need that marble. I need 4 pieces of it. Ultimately, when you're done, I appreciate that. Ooh, this is where my billets are going. Thank you. We'll put this junk in here, and we can put. I don't actually know what spider web is for. I think slowing powder or something. Is this blue jelly worth anything? I think it cooks. Alright, so. Uh-oh, my other one's not working, but you didn't do any cooking, so it's fine. You can increase the capacity of your morgue by building racks, and you can use the racks to, like, I'm not going to go into it because it's very involved, but the process of, like, resurrecting people, or zombies, is just a multi-step process with a lot of facets. The point is, not much of it can be automated. You have to kind of do all the work on this side of things, but there are a lot of things you can do to make it, because the bodies just rot, right? Like, that's the whole thing, is that the whole time you're working on it, the bodies are rotting, and there's no way to stop the, well, that's the thing, there's an embalming table, there's a whole list of chemicals and things that you can, like, inject into the bodies to change their properties, and the properties affect different things, and blah, blah, blah. There's quests involved in having bodies do certain things. It's a lot. But that's why the game is so cool, because you can literally get lost in the body system alone. Now, again, at this point, I've done all the bodying I want, because it's also one of the ways you can make money. Like, the first way you really make money in the game is you cut the meat out, and then you take the meat, like, you get a stamp that allows you to certify your meat, and then you can sell it. Or cook it, or whatever. Well, yeah, I think you can always cook it. Yeah, that's right, because I was having a lot of American Psycho, you know? Just Patrick Bateman tried to cook a little. Maybe 40, maybe 50 people. Ate some of their brains. It's, you know, it gets dark. The game does occasionally get very dark, depending on where you go, you know, and your imagination with the work. The narrative keeps it, you know, keeps it light, keeps it from going too far, you know, down the, like, you're chopping up bodies rabbit hole, but you're chopping up bodies and feeding the other people, so you do kind of have to keep the tongue firmly pressed in the cheek during certain elements of the gameplay, nonetheless. You know, like this in particular, it's just like, I'm just out here burning Vader's body over and over and over again in my head, instead of thinking about what's actually happening, much less where are the bodies coming from. The game never really asks that. It just says it's, you know, bad out, so there are bodies, and, like, that's enough. Anyway, once they're here, you do whatever you want with them. You can, like, dig them up, you know, like you're supposed to. If you care a lot about beautification for the, cemetery, which is an early plot point that's, you know, significance, then, you know, it matters what kind of bodies you throw in there. Like, if you mangle them by chopping everything out of them and letting them rot or whatever, then they don't exactly make great graves. But, you know, as you unlock the better things to dress them up and put them away with, obviously you get, you know, like, you get it. You played video games before, and if you haven't, I think you can infer from the way I'm playing this one how this one works. I guess I am taking the apples and the flowers. Who cares? Like I said, you press just one button to do all of it, so it's just like he picks which thing he goes to, and that time he went to that and got the other thing. It's crazy. You do it again? He did it again. I think I just finally got all that stuff together, like the trees and the bushes. I've been I didn't know you could make these cakes. I didn't know. I mean, I knew you could. I I didn't really know how to get berries, which sounds stupid, you know, but it was like I didn't know a good way to like add making berries to the process anyway. Yeah, we're just gonna make 1,000,000 because we've got like 50, right? Anyway, this has been even more Graveyard Keeper. I'm gonna heat up some dinner and then close out the night with some Silent Hill, God willing. So, shoutouts to you for watching. I hope that you hit the like button at some point during the insanity. Leave me a comment if you want to see even more Graveyard Keeper, because I'm not gonna play. I still got people to feed to people, and did I not get even a single one of them? It's because my inventory is just that bad. You made 48 and left them all on the floor. So wait, let's check on this blue jelly. Now that I got it, right? Yeah, there's nothing you can cook with blue jelly. It's weird. It's weird. Oh, I have so many blue jellies in here. Never mind. Never mind. A whole different discussion. Flippity floppity floop. Shoutouts to you for watching. Dude.